Hello, this is James from Advanced In-Car Technologies, and today we've been working on this VW Crafter. Exactly the same as the Mercedes Sprinter, the only difference being is that it's got VW badge on the steering wheel and a few other bits and pieces, but it's generally a VW Sprinter. So this gentleman came to us with a factory fitted radio that couldn't really do much apart from Bluetooth and a couple of other features and functions, and the customer wanted a bit more. So we went to Alpine, and Alpine said what you need is the new all singing and dancing 8-inch touchscreen. Now this bit of kit is called the X800D, but if it's for the Sprinter it's called the S906. It works in conjunction with the CAN bus, the multifunction steering wheel, and all the other features and functions that you would expect or already have in the vehicle. So for instance, optical parking, rear view camera, climate control, all of those bits and pieces. It works as factory, and that's what people want these days. So you already can see through the old camera here that it's an awesome bit of kit, and I haven't even turned it on yet. So here we go, I'm going to put the key in, just turn the ignition on. Now, because this is a computer, it does take a few seconds to boot up. One thing you won't see on a normal system like this is this splash screen. This is a custom splash screen that we've put on because of course it's designed for the Mercedes Sprinter. So that VW splash screen that's gone on there has been uploaded via the USB stick, and you can have what you want actually, but we wanted to do this so that it looked professional for the customer. We've gone straight into the DAB screen. You have got FM top left hand corner here. Realistically, if you've got DAB and you've got a decent aerial fitted, you probably won't want to listen to FM because digital is absolutely perfect. So turn the volume up. So we've got a few stations stored in: BBC Radio 1, 1 Extra, Absolute, Kiss, Capital Extra, Radio 6 Music. And you can go in and change all those settings, and also you can go in and choose a different ensemble just by pressing the down arrow or up arrow, depending on what you want to go and do in. It's very simple. If you want to return or if you want to go out of that menu, you can just press the corresponding thing. Now you can't see it by the camera, but this is a VW multifunction steering wheel, and you've got volume up and down, so we can just do the volume up and down like so. We've got a simple mute feature like so, which will mute. It will answer and end your telephone calls. It will change your presets. It will go through the options between the Alpine system and also between the actual radio system itself. So what I've just done is I've just pressed auxiliary on the source button. So I'm just going to go through. We can play music through Bluetooth streaming. My phone's connected at the moment, so just turn that down so we don't get told off. Okay, so we've got music streaming or A2DP. You can split screen between the navigation and the media files that you've got playing. You've also got a USB stick here that we fitted conveniently in the factory location on top of the dashboard, so then the customer can plug it in. You've also got the HDMI lead. Now the high definition lead is plugged into the back of the unit and can be fitted either in the glove box or on top of the dash. We've chosen to put it on top of the dashboard just because it gives customers that hideaway sort of feeling. Now I don't know if you can see this, but on the dashboard here, on the driver's information system, you will get full functionality because this bit of kit is designed to work as per factory spec. So whether it's telephone or radio or anything else, you will get all those features on there like so. So going back to the main screen here, let's change the split screen back to navigation just by pressing the simple nav button here. And it's a Garmin operated system. I'm not going to bore you with all the ins and outs of how it all works because it's simple enough to do. You can touch the screen, you can zoom out. We've got it set to 3D mapping at the moment. You can have points of interest like speed cameras, alerts and warnings. And what I like about this is you can just press your finger on the screen and then you can navigate to that just by saying, yeah, okay, I want to go to here and I want to navigate to that function or that area. You can change the map view, so you can look from the topograph sort of type system, or you can have the 3D mapping. several of the buttons along here are nice and big and clear and simple. Forward and back, telephone, hard key here, navigation. You've got your screen to go down. If you want to get to the DVD player, you can. It's behind here. Then you've got the SD card, which is for mapping. If you also are in a bit of on a sunny day, you can now adjust the screen, which is really quite nice. It's a nice feature, but in this install, it's a vertical install, so you don't really need to do that. You've got the SD card option as well. So going out of that, go back to your audio source. We've got FM, we've got DAB, we've got CD, we've got DVD, we've got USB, we've got HDMI. We've also fitted a rear view camera, so I'm just going to pop it into reverse, like so. Okay, so this particular camera we fitted is a high level brake light replacement. It's a really good clear camera image, and you know, you can see as far back as you want. There's no way that you could miss anything or anyone just coming in behind the bottom of the step here. And what you can see at the bottom of the image is the back of the rear doors, but it's crystal clear and it's exactly what you need. You can actually turn the Alpine guides on like so, and you can adjust these cones to how far you want it to be. They're just guide markers. I personally find them it's much easier to have them off like so. So that's a nice feature like that. You can go from reversing camera, you can turn the screen off if you're driving at night, you can have an auxiliary for other bits and pieces. Telephone, well, what can I say about telephone? I've got my phone connected at the moment. You've got your things like your phone book, and this is all my address details, all my phone book contacts in here like so. Then you've got things like your keypad. You can disconnect a phone or connect a phone. You can have, I think, up to 5 users on there. Obviously only one connection at once, so we can just dial a number. Press the dial button, no problem, simple enough to use. Got your missed, received and dialed calls. And that's about it really. I don't really think, I mean, without going into a long-winded review of what else you can do, it's a standard Alpine platform, but it is the latest one that they've got, the 8-inch display, and it really is an absolute beast of a unit. It's nice to fit, lots of capability and functionality for anything you want to do. Even going into the audio settings here, we noticed that you can go into, let's go into settings. When you go into sound, you've got all these different options to go into. We just found actually, if you don't want to do that, what you can do is you can go into a setting here. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so external audio processor. As soon as you turn this on, it disables all the other intermediate functions of tone and equalizer and bits and pieces, but it really puts some nice oomph through the sound speakers, or through the sound system, which is nice. Anyway, enough of that. This is the Alpine X800D 8-inch display. It's designed for the Mercedes Sprinter. We fitted it into a VW Crafter with a custom splash screen, reversing camera, and you've got all the other bells and whistles that go with it, including the steering wheel control. You can get this through us, you can have it fitted by us, and we are Advanced In-Car Technologies. And thanks for watching. Our website is www.advanced-incar.co.uk.